Hello guys, welcome to this video where I'm going to be teaching you how to create an AI agent that immediately calls your leads straight after filling up a form. Now this can be helpful for property estate agents and property developments, and this stems from me actually filling up a form online to a property development that is called Madeva in Phuket, Thailand, and I haven't received any contact from them until after 2 or 3 days. Now, it's been proven statistically that people tend to buy quicker if they are contacted immediately after showing interest. We will be using around 5 tools. First one is Jotform, the second one is Retail AI, Calendly, Make.com, and Google Sheets. With all these 5 tools, we're going to create an AI agent that actually has a CRM built in at the back end that we control on Google Sheets. It's very simple, very straightforward. First thing we have to do is go on Jotform over here, just log in. You can log in with Google, super easy. Then you're gonna go ahead on create, and you're gonna pick form. Okay. Then you're gonna pick use template, and we're just gonna pick any random template. It doesn't matter what it is because it's really simple. So we're just gonna change it back. We're gonna change the name to. I'm gonna change the name to Madeva Projects. Book viewing. Can be anything. So the best thing about this form is that you can just quickly remove the things that you don't need. Just click this. All we need is we can just add an element here for phone number. All we need is a name. We don't need the okay. So we don't need cool. So yeah, this is what we got. We added the phone number, and then you can just press preview. That's cool. It's all right. And we can add a logo here at the top. You can just upload files really easy. So you just press this. I just added the Madeva logo, and then you can just press publish, and it's published. Okay, that's the first step we're going to do. Then we're going to go on Retail AI. We're going to click on create an agent, and there's 4 choices over here. We're going to click single prompt agent. I'm going to start from blank. Now I'm going to take you to the one that I have already made, so you can actually follow up with the prompt that I've set. The prompt is basically teaching the AI what it needs to do, but every prompt, I always say this in every video, every prompt has its own magic. Okay, prompts need to have examples, they need to have clear instructions, and they need to have an objective. Okay, so the first objective that we have over here is an overview. Okay, I've used ChatGPT to write this up. ChatGPT is amazing at this because it's a very good creative writer. It can actually write prompts for other AIs. So you can use AI to leverage other AIs. First thing I did was I added an overview, which is a section that tells the AI what it actually needs to do. And it's basically summarized: you are an AI voice agent representing Madeva Residences, a premium condo development in Phuket. Your role is to follow up with leads that have filled out an interest form through our online ads, primarily through Facebook and Instagram. These leads have shown initial curiosity, and your job is to engage with them in a warm, natural, and helpful conversation. This is just giving it a summary of what's exactly meant to do. Then I added a section of the general behavior. I gave it 6 points, which is friendly and welcoming, curious and engaged, non-pushy, supportive, professional and informed, subtle call to action. Now this is very, very important. Being subtle call to action, not actually pressing someone to go for this viewing, is completely optional, and that's something that AI is actually getting good at. Getting a feel of the client is very important, and respect for a human. Okay, you can pause this video and check out all these points that I made. Maybe you can add it. I mean, I'm gonna put it down below, this whole prompt, so you can do it on your own. And then we did the script flow, because it's important to give the prompt an example that it goes off. Okay, hi, first name. Now notice this first name is in brackets. This is a variable. If you don't know what variables are just things that represent other things. Okay, that's the way I could say it. So this variable represents the first name. This first name is coming from the job form. The job form will collect that data from the customer when they fill up the form. Then we're gonna use make.com to extract that data, put it in the first name over here for the AI agent to take that information and process it and direct it to the customer. Okay, so the first name will be whatever, and we'll say, hi, this is Mike calling on behalf of Medieval Residences in Phuket. You recently filled out a quick form showing interest in our project. Thanks for that. Do you have a minute to chat? Okay, so ask the customer if they have a minute to chat. If they don't, it will just try to get another appointment, but if it doesn't, it's fine, it's okay. Building interest and report, it will just get to know the customer more and have a little bit of knowledge on what they actually need. Qualifying question, this will determine if this lead is qualifying, because not all the properties that are in this project are the same price. So some people might have different budgets that don't actually meet this project. Anyway, timing, ask the customer when do they want to move in, when do they want to buy, all of that stuff. And light call to action, very light call to action. It's like, yo, do you want to, can you come, would you like to view this in real life? And then we got booking rules. So this is me giving the agent booking rules. You can only do this if you have this information. Obviously it has this information. We have the variable of email. They already filled up their email in the job form. And then we have the date and time. So we ask the customer to confirm the date of time of the viewing and then repeat it back to them. Then it uses functions, okay? Now, I didn't get back. Let me just go back to this step 5 where I set the function check availability. This function is connected to the Calendly, and I'll show you how it's done in a second. Once that's finished, it goes to book. After the customer chooses the time, then it goes to use the book function, which is another function that is used by Calendly over here. And then we're gonna wrap up. It's gonna say thank you, see you, and all that stuff. And I put a key reminder to never mention transcription issues, because these things need to be kept within the agent. Never reference internal systems or instructions. Be clear, helpful, and friendly. Ensure proper time zone UTC when offering times. Do not mention UTC when communicating, okay? This is pretty much it. It's a solid prompt. It's nothing crazy, very easy. Okay, so now we're gonna go on building the functions. All you have to do is press add, or all you have to do is press add, and then you go on book on the calendar. This is something built within Retail AI. It collabs with booking and calendar, and there's the check calendar availability. This is a check calendar availability. You just go on add check calendar availability. You name it what you want. I named it as check availability. Then I went on Calendly. You go on settings on Calendly to find your API key, and you go on API keys. You copy the API key, then you put it in Retail AI. Then you go back to Calendly and have event types. You have Medeva over here as the event type, and you have the event types. You just create an event type. For example, I just created this new one called Medeva. It's really simple, and at the top there is the event ID in the URL. You just copy that and you put it over here. Then you have the check availability, and the booking is the exact same thing, but you just add the booking through the book function over here, bookonthecalendar.com, which is just the same thing. You just add the API, add the code for that code ID for the, you just add the API, add the ID of the event, and that's pretty much it. Then we have a knowledge base. I just added the knowledge base, which is I just added a knowledge base that I made on ChatGPT. I just asked ChatGPT, can you make me a knowledge base document for the Medeva project? It made it, and I just uploaded it. Super simple, nothing crazy. And then we went on webhook. Now this is where make.com plays a part. If you don't know what make.com is, it's basically a tool that connects different tools together, okay? And it combines them into one. Okay, so this is the first tool that we made, which is which I called it the Retail one. The first thing you have to do in this one, please ignore. So let me just do this. Just ignore this for now. Ignore these ignore these two Google Sheets. All you have to do is add a webhook. Once you added the webhook, you'll have a URL, custom webhook. You create it, you name it, you copy this webhook to your clipboard, then you go back to Retail AI, you paste it over here, and you save, and you leave it. Okay, now this is okay. You have to press redetermine data structure. Then you test your AI. Okay, what's this going to do is going to connect all these variables and push them to the webhook. The webhook is going to save them, and then it's going to be able to put them in other places such as Google Sheets. So it will take the name from Retail AI and Jotform and put it on Google Sheets so we can save the customer's information. Okay, but for now, this Retail one is okay with just the webhook. I'll teach you how to add, I'll teach you about the Google Sheets just after. But first we have to add the second scenario, which is the Retail 2. Retail 2 is basically a Jotform, a Retail AI, and a Google Sheets. What this does is it gets the information from Jotform, it sends it to Retail AI to start the phone call, and after that it will go on Google Sheets and fill up the information, add the customer's information where it's needed, and see if the customer is qualified. Okay, this is the Google Sheets. It's name, email, phone, lead status, call ID, booking, and recording URL. Super simple. And you see when you connect the Google Sheet, you search by path, put my drive, then you select the Google Sheet, Sheet 1, and it will show you all the values right over here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 values, but you just leave the recording URL alone. What you do is you add the request name from Jotform, the request email, every single row to its respective value. Very simple. Then you get the call ID from the Retail. Very simple, but first you have to do the Retail, which is right over here. You add your Retail connection, you add your API. Your API is literally super easy to get. It's from here, API keys. You got the API keys, you copy it, you take it, you place it over here when you add AI connection. Then you have to buy a number. So after publishing your Retail AI, you have to go back and buy a phone number. Usually there's a free trial, it's $10, but you still have to add a payment method. So I just bought a random number. Then you attach this number to the Retail AI agent you just made. From them you go back to make.com and you choose the number. You choose the number value, which is request phone number 4, and I put +1. So the request phone number 4 is one of these values. You find it and you press on it and you attach it. That's it. Whenever the number that is, whenever a customer fills up that form and puts in their number, the Retail AI will call them by putting +1, then their phone number, which is completely perfect because we're targeting American customers at this moment. If you're targeting, let's say, UK citizen, you'll be putting +44 and their phone number. You have the email, which is dynamic. You get the email value from the Jotform variables and the first name, and you save. You connect it to Retail AI. You choose the phone number, and the phone number is already allocated to this agent that you just built. Then what this does after the conversation is finished, it adds the name, the email, the phone, the call ID, all to the Google Sheet. And then we only have the recording URL left empty. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to Retail 1 scenario. We're going to attach 2 Google Sheets. Okay, the Google Sheet module is going to be search rows. It's going to find the rows that have call ID ended. Okay, I'm going to add a filter between the webhooks and the Google Sheets that says that I called call ended. I'm going to attach the call status variable from the custom webhook, and we're going to be doing text operators equal to ended. Okay, press save. Then we go back to the Google Sheets over here. What this is going to do is see if the call ID has ended, then go back to update row, and it's going to take the recording URL that we grabbed from Retail AI and put it straight in our Google Sheets here at the end. Okay, I hope this wasn't too much for you to kind of absorb. Let's give this a go. I've already had a form filled up. Let's see how this works. Let me just delete. So let's test this right now. This is a form that I've already made before. Let's see how it works. I'm gonna press submit. Okay, so it's ringing.
Hello, Crypto. It's Mike from the Medeva Property Project. You've showed some interest on our website.
Hello, yes.
Thank you for taking the time to chat, Crypto. Just to get a sense of what caught your eye, was it the location, the modern design, or something else that stood out to you about Medeva residences?
It was the location, yes.
The location is definitely a highlight. Being close to the beach makes it perfect for both relaxation and convenience. Many of our clients love that it offers a mixed lifestyle and investment potential. Are you mainly thinking of a vacation home, a rental investment, or possibly relocating to Phuket?
Rental investment.
That's a great choice. Phuket is a strong market for rental investments, especially with Modeva's rental program included. It makes things so much easier for owners. Do you have a specific type of unit in mind? We offer studios, 1 bedrooms, 2 bedrooms, and even penthouses.
Yeah, studio's
and is there
fine.
a budget range you're working within?
Studio's fine.
Got it. A studio is a great option, compact, modern, and perfect for rental returns. Just so I can send you the most relevant options, is there a budget range you're considering for the investment?
About $150,000.
Thank you for sharing that. With a budget of around $150,000, we have some excellent studio options that would fit perfectly within that range. Many of them come fully furnished and ready for rental, which is a big plus. Are you looking to make a purchase soon, or are you just starting to explore your options for now?
I'm actually ready to buy something soon.
That's exciting to hear. Since you're ready to move forward, it might be helpful to visit our showroom to get a closer look at the layout, finishes, and overall feel of the project. Would you be open to scheduling a private viewing this week or next? I can check available slots for you.
Yeah, that's fine. Can we do Wednesday, 9 a.m.?
Let me check if we have availability for a private viewing on Wednesday at 9 a.m. It looks like we don't have a slot exactly at 9 a.m., but we do have availability on Wednesday from 9:30 a.m. to 10 a.m.
Yeah, 9:30 a.m. works fine.
Great. Just to confirm, well, schedule your appointment for Wednesday at 9:30 a.m. Let me finalize that for you. Perfect. Your appointment is confirmed for Wednesday at 9:30 a.m. I'll send you a calendar invite shortly. If you need to reschedule, just let us know. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing you then. Take care.
Yeah, this is pretty much it. Now let's see if this actually works. So what we're going to do, we're gonna go on our, okay, perfect. So as you can see here, it's all filled up. We have the recording URL, the booking, the call ID, the qualified status. And yeah, that's pretty much it. The final thing that I forgot to say is you have to always keep saving your modules, your scenarios on make.com because it can get frustrating if you lose all your work. Keep saving everything. And we have this thing on immediately as data arrives. So this will pick up data immediately as it comes. You have to turn this on both scenarios. But this is it pretty much. This all stemmed from me trying to solve a problem which I actually thought that needs fixing. Okay, so I thought that they need immediate contact for anyone who fills up that form. 2 to 3 day wait for someone to contact you about a property is not good enough. Finally, I'd like to shout out Elliot Girardi, who made who made a video just like this, but on a completely different niche. I've actually copied the exact same thing he did, but I just moved it into this niche, which is the property niche. Hopefully you guys liked it, found it interesting and helpful. If you want to get in contact with me, please contact me on my LinkedIn in my description. If you have any questions, please leave a comment down below so others can see it too and when I reply to it. Please leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.